Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. I'm having some issues with mods downloading again, so I'm just doing some vanilla stuff today. That being said, let's get over to the base, and not base, but this thingy, and we'll get into it. I'm not using my earbuds again, so you might hear some game audio, and I'm just sitting at my table, so you might hear some clacking and stuff. Either way, let's get into it. As I said, mods aren't working again, so just the stuff from the vanilla tab. I believe this week we only have these 6. I think this one was sent in twice, that's why I'm confused. But either way, this is a real drive beater 83 Toyota Helix by Stealthy Green. It was sent in the last Community Builds video, but it had a trailer attached to it. So they sent it in again so we can check out just the truck and actually see the truck. I don't know how to actually say it, I don't know. That's a lot of I don't know. Resending you the Helix so you can check it out in its full potential without lag. That's what I was trying to say. This version was made more to go fast and travel in custom survival games with friends. Ooh, that's cool. So this is meant to actually go into survival. Has everything you need: bull bars, lights, more lights, 4-wheel drive activated by turning up the second engine in the cab. That's cool. Or in the cab, so back there probably. A smart steering button behind the wheel to disable automatic recenter. That's nice. I'll explain that in a second. A trailer hitch in case you would want to haul a giant tanker or whatever. Radio antenna. This thing actually drives fairly well when you're hauling a giant tanker trailer. Oh my. So yeah, basically, for the longest. Ooh, this thing is still laggy. Maybe I'll remove these really quick. I'll cover this eventually, but those of you that have watched for a while will know roughly what this is. And what that is just a new take on something old. But either way, move these for lag since I don't need them out. And what I was trying to say before is the open. Game just is not happy with me today. I don't know why. The thing with the real drive, with the switch for the steering, when the real drive first came out, you either went left or right, and then it would recenter because it was just on controllers. But they've added some wiring, so that, for lack of a better term, so that it will, when you set it to, it will hold its position. Will the back open for me? Okay. If this door doesn't open, I'll just go in through, yeah. Okay, I'll go in through the back, but first, let's check out underneath. So we've got a straight axle with compact springs, and then you've got your steering there. Interesting. Looks like you're using one controller for steering. Okay. Compact in the rear with the multiple bearings for the different drive modes and stuff, different speeds, reverse probably. Spare, hitch, so on. Excuse me. Drop it back down. Yeah, it's not lagging nearly as bad now. Doesn't look like there's a hood, but that would just create more lag. Windshield, antenna, lights up there. We'll open the back again so I can get in. Nice little interior, cup holders, radio, engine. Alright, do this one to turn on? Maybe? Or did I just turn on the lights? That one might be to turn it on. Except, oh. Normally when it's on, the wheels straighten out. Get in the back. That might be reverse. Okay, so that one's on. Or is that one four-wheel drive? That one could be four-wheel drive, and then that one's reverse. Yes, okay. Or I don't know what that other one is. Either way. Oops, turned off the wrong one. Oh, that one's probably the steering. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, that one on the steering stays, but if I turn it off, I'm stuck. Let me... There we go. It centers again. These are lights, so like headlights, probably high beams or something. Yep. And then left signal and right signal. That was reverse. That one's the door. That one's the other door. And so on. Ah, no, turn. This one's kind of fast and hard to drive, but I've always loved driving these. They're so much fun. It's just a different take on a way to get around. Like, sure, you can use the normal seat, or you can build your own system to control it. And in certain circumstances and times, this is way, way more fun. Except for when you can't see where you're going. Especially when you suck at driving them like I do. Long ago, I made a scissor lift that had just 4 buttons for driving around. I wonder if I still have it somewhere. Either way, I'm going to move on to the next creation. Technically, we have looked at this before, but it's just a bit of a more in-depth look. These things are awesome. I highly recommend checking out the real drive stuff. They are just awesome and fun to drive, and yeah. Got your turn signals and stuff. But by the way, I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm kinda frustrated because of the mods and stuff not working, so I'm just trying to get through it. This is a Hellcat crate engine 6.2 supercharged V8 by N.M City. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Honcho Boots. Let's get this in. This is, as it says, a crate engine. So what you do is you load this in, and then you load a creation, like this for example. And then you take the engine off of crate, the pallet in this case, and you weld it to whatever your creation is. This is the front, so it's gotta go this way. That's a really big engine, but there you go, just like that. And now you've got an engine with all your pulleys and all that. I'm gonna take it out again really quick just to look at it. But remove this stuff really quick. Yeah, as you can see, you've got all your proper pulleys, intake, everything. This thing looks awesome. Oil pan, spot for a transmission, like bell housing and stuff. Got short headers. This looks really good. If you need an engine for any of your vanilla creations, definitely check this out. Looks like a little oil filter there, and probably a starter. This has everything you need. It's ready to go. And like I said, just put a gearbox on the back of it, transfer case if you need, and go out to the wheels. So I'm going to leave that in there for now. You officially know that is in there and being used. And credit where it's due, because I needed an engine for this thing. Either way, I'm going to move on to the next one. This is really cool though. I'll check it out more when I finish that truck. But there isn't much to check out on it right now. But yes. I've been sent a couple of these, a couple different crate engines. So if you need a crate engine for your builds, definitely go through the community builds tabs in the different places, and you'll see the different engines. I wonder if I've got another one that I can show really quickly. I might not. It's my stuff again. Yeah, I don't think I have one. Oh yeah, there's one there. So like this is another kind of crate engine thing. Yeah. you need a crate engine or something, just go through the community builds. Lots of people have made them. But next, we have a Dune Buggy Vanilla by Junkie. No description, so it's just the buggy. Looks like a yard cart. If anyone knows what a yard cart is, it's like a mini dune buggy, usually 5-10 horsepower with suspension. They're a lot of fun in your backyard and stuff. And this reminds me of it, except for the big V8 in the back. Chassis looks really good. For being completely vanilla, this looks really good. Like, especially back here, this looks like a design you would need modded tubes for, the angle ones. Oops, try not to delete stuff. Looks like header there, but it ends up coming out into the fender thing. Spare tire up there. This is awesome. It's simple, but it looks really cool. Like, really cool. Normal swing arms on the front. Interesting way of doing the suspension, that's cool. Really neat looking bodywork on the front. Let's watch it fold up again. It's like, that folds in a really weird way. There you go. I like watching things when you build as you like. Put the bearing, put an elbow, set its rotation, and build as you go. And then when you put it on the lift, it looks so weird. But hey, it works. It looks good. Let's take it for an actual drive though. Ooh, this thing seems loud. This sounds good. I like the level of engine you use. I think of words. I can never think of words. Back could probably use a little bit more travel, just a little bit. But this is fast. It's got a little bit of understeer, but that's not too bad. Lots of travel though. I'd say the only thing I'd work on is somehow getting more travel out of the rear. Push the rear springs down somehow. But other than that, this thing's great. It's actually a lot of fun to drive. Once you get going on decent ground, oh look, a piece of wood. But once you get going on some decent ground, it handles really well. It doesn't bounce around as much as I thought it was going to. It even soaks up jumps really well. So, yeah. And this would work on survival. This would work really well on survival, actually. Because it's literally just, as I said, build as you are going. Don't build on the lift necessarily. This is a lot of fun. I'm just kind of driving around now, blank-minded, enjoying it. But when I get to that point, I know I need to move on to the next one because I'm going to take too long. And I'm not saying anymore, I'm just kind of enjoying it. So, instead of me driving around enjoying it, why don't you go download it and try it out and enjoy it? It does have a little bit of spring glitch, as I will demonstrate. Might just be on the, oh, there you go, you can see it a little bit. Looks like it's on the back. But that's not a huge deal. Slowly down. And then if I lift the back, you can see the front comes straight up. That tells me that there's a little bit of spring glitch on the back. But all in all, this is awesome. A lot of fun. But I'm going to move on to the next one. I need to make another warehouse to save all these in. The next creation is a 4-wheel drive piston car with differentials by Dusty Red. And it doesn't have a description. I'm going to take a drink really quick and then move on with this one. Okay. I haven't seen full-on like differentials and stuff done in vanilla in a long time. I'm just hoping this doesn't lag too much. I should go grab some Tums and continue recording, but I should be okay. Either way. Ooh, it's not laggy. Not too bad. Down to 60 something from 100. But there we go, you can see the piston engine. It looks like a 2-cylinder. Comes down to gearbox / transfer case. I'd say that's just a transfer case. It comes over there and then spins the front drive shaft, spinning the front differential. I'm surprised you got this so compact being vanilla too. I'm excited to see how well it works. And then you have the other output, rear, which comes to rear, of course. It's got suspension and everything. Kinda surprised. People rarely do this nowadays, even with mods, from what I've noticed, let alone normally. So you can see we've got a little bit of a glitch going on steering, but I'm using it to my advantage right now. And technically, in real life, if physics were weird, a real car would do this, because all the things that are binding right now would bind in a real one. It's just scrap has some really weird things. But either way, you can see the top of the piston engine there. Let's hit one and get going. It's starting to go. Now you can see the piston engine spinning. Differentials turning. Like I said, scrap, the physics are a little bit glitchy, so it's gonna be glitchy. Oopsies. What does this button do? That might just also go forwards, I'm not sure. Or that's reverse, I'm not sure. Either way, this is cool. A lot of fun. I love seeing stuff where you can actually see all the parts moving. I'm going to do this so you can kind of see the differential rotating. Oh, that could also be a locker of some kind. Or that's for the other one. Either way. And then I will paint that and that, just so on the way back, like I said, we can possibly see stuff rotating. Oops, take the lift. Things will jump back into the normal places. Alright, so you can see there, they're kind of all in line. And then same on the front. And then when we get back onto the base thingy, we'll see where they are then. Lots of torque. You can see the body twisting from the torque. That's another thing real vehicles do. But you can see already that the differential has turned a little bit, especially when I turn. There, it's almost lined up again. Back around this way. Watch the front differential. Freak out a little bit. Come on, car, you can do it. We need to figure out well or good working clutches and torque converters. If we could figure out torque converters, we could have it so that, there we go. And side note, when I was climbing up there, when this wheel lifted into the air, you could see it speed up a lot faster than that one, hence, or because of the diff. But as I was saying, we could finally get vehicles with idling piston engines, and then we can speed them up and go, and slow them down and stop, instead of off for stop and so on. Either way, right now this is really cool. A lot of like, which, not welding, but collisions, I'll say, like right there. But that's what you gotta do from this right now. So, yeah. Especially if you want to learn how differentials and stuff work, check this out, absolutely. And even if you just want to drive around, it's a lot of fun. But I need to move on to the last two for this week. Next one is Small Hatch V2 by Ripsaw. This is my second attempt at a small scale hatch. It's powered by a transverse turbocharged inline 4. It was tuned for a bit of oversteer, so it's easy. One is lights. This is awesome. That looks really good. I like how people are really starting to get the pillars to lean in like they do on real cars now. That's one thing I still don't really do, is get my A pillars and B pillars and stuff to lean in like a normal roof. General body lines and everything on this look really good. It doesn't look like a Mini, but it doesn't necessarily look like a Civic. I guess it kind of looks like a Civic. Either way, this is cool. I really like this. It reminds me of the one that was sent in some time ago for a house on the other world. There you can see the inline 4 with the turbo and everything on it. The cooler up front, radiator. Exhaust coming down there, looks like the turbo's up there. Awesome tube chassis, simple suspension. Check out the interior. Basic interior, nothing you don't need. Nice and light. Oh, you've even got, looks like roof rack, yeah, roof rack on it. That's awesome. Alright, let's see how this handles. Little lights. Okay, let's go. Ooh, this is fast. It's faster than I thought it was gonna be. And it should be only front wheel drive. Is it, or is it all wheel drive? Nope, it's all wheel drive, okay. I figured it'd only be front wheel drive. Without there being a diff or anything in the back. It does oversteer a little bit, but like you said, it makes it a bit easier to drive. I'd rather oversteer than understeer. This handle's really good too. Oh, a crash. It doesn't really seem to bottom out too much on just normal ground. On cement, this would probably handle really well. On a rally course, it'd probably be decent. And then, yeah, the oversteer, it's just enough to get the front to go where you want. Now and then kick the back out like that. This thing's great. For those of you that love to just drive around on scrap, even if you've got like a city or something and you want to drive around in it. Nice and fast, have some fun. Check this out. This thing handles amazing. Like, I'd like to see a race with a bunch of these things. I'm impressed at how really, honestly, simple this is. But it handles so well. I've seen people try and put amber, caster, everything on their cars, and it didn't handle this well. So, awesome. Around a little bit more. I'm looking for other things to check out. You can see the engine on the top and like the valve cover, the intake. Yeah, that's really it. I mentioned how the body is and all that, so yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next one for now. And as I said, if you're looking for a little car that's fast, pretty much no lag at all, this thing's great. Definitely try it out. Okay, and on to the last one for this week. It is a second submission by Honcho Boots, but that's okay, because there's only a few vanilla ones today. This one is a Jeep Cherokee XJ 4-door. And I love Jeeps. Absolutely love Jeeps. This looks exactly like a Cherokee. This is awesome. Lots of seating in the back, just pick a seat, any seat. Simple interior up front, shifter and stuff looks like. Enough to make it look good. Yep. Makeshift gauges and all that. It's enough to get the point across, and I like it, it looks good. Pillows on the sides for padding. Lots of chairs in the back, like I said. This looks great. Roof, sunroof so you can actually get out. I don't think... Ooh, it does open. Okay, where's the... Right there. So there's that one. The doors open. No, okay. So the doors don't open, but the hood does. That's okay, that gets rid of lag. nice big inline. Ooh, it's a turbocharged inline 6. Interesting. Horn there. I like how you even put like fenders and stuff in. Battery with terminals on it. That's great. Intake. The more I look at this, the more I'm noticing the little details, like the cross member for the chassis, everything. This is great. This looks really good. Let it go. It's like a straight axle in the front and back. The simple compact suspension. Got your tie rod. Ooh, that almost makes it look like it has links on it, but it doesn't. Then you've got a straight axle on the back. What did you use for the wheels? That's interesting. Did you just use like 2 wheels rotated, or if I go to parts, wheel. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can put 2 wheels glitch welded together, rotated, and then it looks like it's got a bunch of lug nuts. Then you've got your hub bolt in the middle. That's awesome. Then yeah, your exhaust and all that. I guess next we move on to driving it. I hope this is really good off-road. Okay, so we've got lights, horn, yep, and then the hood. Okay, let's take this for a little spin. Seems like little to no spring glitch. It wants to pick up the front wheel going around corners. Oops. Crashing already? Racing videos aren't gonna go well today. Going slow, this looks really good. And it handles really. Like, going slow, watching the suspension move. Then we go fast and do some jumps. This is the kind of thing that I'd really like on survival. Ah! The car just... Oh, there we go. Engine, gearbox, transfer case. I forgot to mention that. And the gas tank. But no, as I was saying, I'd love something like this on survival, or even pretty much everything we've seen today on survival. Just, it would seem so much cooler and so much more realistic to have realistic vehicles sitting there. That's why I'm always building things like... Oh, stop it! Go backwards, backwards, backwards. There we go. I had to try. It stopped, so I had to try. But no, that's why I'm always trying to build like bigger trucks and stuff, because it just feels more realistic to me. But yeah, this is awesome. Imagine crawling through the forest on survival in this, that'd be so cool. But either way, that is it for this week. I'll work on getting the mods and stuff working again, but we'll see. Hopefully. As usual, to submit to submit a creation, you can submit anything you want. Literally anything, as long as it is appropriate. We've got a digital clock here. Cool harvester thingy. Race car. So yeah. Build whatever you want. Put it onto the lift. Hit share. And then set it so that at least people with the link can see it. And if right now only do vanilla stuff, again, because mods are messing up. If you did use mods, make sure it lists the mods on the right side, and then take your link and paste it in or comment it in the Discord group under vanilla scrap mechanic community builds, or scrap mechanic vanilla builds, whatever. And then Friday, Saturday, I will check out what I get. And like I said, I'll try and get the mods working as soon as I can. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.